这个连心结它的效果是挂在背包上，能吸引更多人给你点赞，能增强和加深派送员之间的联系。风车是给 BB 带来好心情，护身符是降低下时间雨的概率。我觉得连心结吧。这个登山者是他们生了一个小男孩。你有没有试过用力量手套？万一站不稳要摔下悬崖了，这手套能让你马上抓紧墙壁，以防掉下去。碰上棘手的情况，还能把力量手套当武器用，非常好用。我记得那个妈妈说过，不要拿力量手套来打人。呵呵。能不能帮亡人去取几样东西？还记得你们见面那个小房子吗？亡人的防寒大衣和靴子掉在那儿了。你可以到山区节点城的集货终端接受这个订单。曼哈顿虚空失灭事件报告1，这是谁？这是医生死前说的最后几个字，当时没人知道他指的是谁，大家的心思都放在更重要的事情上。这个医生是专门做剖腹产手术的，但当时那场手术不太寻常，手术对象是一名在怀孕7个月就已脑死亡的母亲，应该就说的就是刚刚那个 BB 的老爸的事。他一直依靠机器维持生命，由于他血压不断下降，胎儿心动过缓，所以才决定给他做手术。手术过程通过闭路网络向医疗研究人员直播，所以我们有幸记录了当时的情况。根据视频记录，手术切口做得很顺利。当然，当时的计划是将胎儿从子宫拿出后，立即放入新生儿重症监护室，进行必要的护理。当然，在此之前，医生需要剪断脐带。正是这一步改变了一切。当医生碰到脐带的一瞬间，他念出了那著名的遗言：“这是谁？”报告2，经过多次测试和实验后，我们得出结论：医生在触碰脐带的那一瞬间看到了什么人或什么东西，与之接触后触发了一场世灭事件。虽然后来我们知道这个东西是 BT， 但当时没人解释事故的原因所以当时人们还不知道有 BT 这个东西。后来有人提出理论称，如果我们还原当时的场景，包括当时脑死母体、胎儿和脐带，那么就能探测到 BT 死亡搁浅之谜也将迎刃而解。后来政府在这个理论基础上开展了多次实验和调查，他们将这种胎儿称作布里吉因 Bridges Baby， 所以叫 BB 是吧？将这种实验称作 BB 实验。政府项目启动后不久，曼哈顿悲剧就发生了。报告3，当时 BB 实验是在曼哈顿一座政府大楼进行的，由于试验过程高度保密，所以直到现在关于这场试验的信息都很少。我们只知道这场实验以悲剧告终，导致整个曼哈顿岛彻底熄灭。当时亲自观察实验过程的总统也在事故中身亡。总统死后，副总统 Bridget 斯特兰德接任，他就在这个家伙就应该是那个主角的老妈吧，好像是，就是一开始送去焚化厂的那个人。他在就职典礼后不久便全面禁止 BB 实验，并命令销毁所有实验数据。在他强势且坚定的领导下，虚空世灭引发的全国性暴乱得到有效镇压。他立誓要重建美国，并将自己全身心投入重建事业。之后，一些反对国家重建的分裂分子浮现，便逐渐变得猖狂。有一群分裂分子甚至拿到了与 BB 实验有关的文件，有人怀疑他们用这些数据偷偷重启实验，但当时并没有人制造出新的 BB， 而且 BB 依然是政府圈子内禁忌的话题。
Can I help you? Holy shit. John, is that you? What are you doing here? My wife's checked in. They don't want a repeat of last year. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were hurt.
刚才这句话是什么意思？难道是这个女的是这个什么 John 搞死了吗？
All weapons will...
Sam, the west side of that region is covered by a massive tar belt. Beyond it is Edgenut City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination. Once you use the Cupid to connect it, the chiral network will span the entire continent. The rebirth of America is so close. And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive. We need you to bring her home safely. But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more knot we need you to tie. Hartman will help you get it done.
啊，对，就是这个地方。
Sam, I'd like for you to bring me a few things. First, the dog tags you took from that soldier. Tuck them away in a pocket so you don't misplace them. Second, Mama's corpse. Her
所以
body
妈妈
shows
真的
no
就
signs
死了
of
是吗？
necrosis, and I, for one, would like very much to know the reason why. Closer study may yield information that could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome the Death Stranding. Suffice it to say,
1 minute remaining.
I don't have much time. See to your preparations. I'll be waiting. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
有2件事情，一个是防寒服，一个是新人的实验室。我先去这个实验室吧，实验室不大好去其实。但是我现在有 BB 了，有 BB 那就简单多了。我还搞不懂这个妈妈是为什么死。
All right, Sam. Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Milligan's special.
为什么她不会坏死呢？
Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up being the key to saving us all. 因为他们灵魂没死吗？出发吧。会不会是因为把那个妈妈的那个脐带给剪了之后，所以他就死了呀？
Curiosity keeps me confused. But still I stand here on my own, with nothing left to lose. Wash away my sins.
地方能往这边里面走一走看看吗？进不去。
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation. Request to join UCA registered. Awaiting Cupid connection.
这就是个心形，还挺神奇那个形状，其他都是正正方方的，就这个是一个心形。保温垫。
Please proceed into the facility with the cadaver. Good work.
距离复活剩余时间是什么意思？所以还有30秒这人才会醒过来吗？而且地上都是铺了那种很软的那种垫子，哎。
Hardman.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
这家伙去干嘛了？刚从鬼门关走了一遭是吗？
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down. Glad you could make it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Ah, please lay her down there. Still no sign of them.
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach, and then return. 60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day. 60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family. This is how I live. This is my life. So, while you've traveled to and from the sea an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549. I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial chordophobia. Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartman's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
All so you could say goodbye?
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. Oh. A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man.
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
又来了，哈哈。
Cardiac arrest.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions, I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned. Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling the strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
还挺神奇。 我觉得这个妈妈她尸体不会坏死，是因为她的灵魂还没有到另外一边。我觉得所有人的灵魂到了另外一边之后，他的尸体会坏死，会熄灭。其实整个过程，我觉得是他的身体也是进入另外一个反物质的那边的另外一边的一个过程。当这个他的身体进到另外一边之后，就会发生时空失灭，就是物质跟反物质的一个结合，应该是这种理论吧。是他的女儿。古董唱片机。虚空失灭坑洞取回了不明矿石。是隐身虫。ET 幻影。
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially, onerous. Defecation, ablution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films? You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me. As it happens, I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst, but the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach.
他也死了。可是你是个遣返者。
The people who died in the 2 void outs were there. What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart, but it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though, even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam?
你有啊。
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a prep-your-own station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Armory. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
哦，所以他地上要搞这些软的。
Don't worry about him, Sam. The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
其实这个 Hartman 跟妈妈其实，正好是一个不一样的。一个妈妈就是，还有个赞，妈妈就身体死了，灵魂没死。这个人就是，身体没死，可是灵魂就死了。
Sam, you heard him. You can grab the order at a delivery terminal. Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. And we don't know the first thing about Emily's status or what Higgs is up to. That's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edgenot City. And that means connecting this region first. You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo-Devo biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station.